Good morning! It is 10 a.m. My alarm goes off at 8. Doesn't mean I get up at 8. Me and Joe went to the gym. I'm about to take a bath, get my life together. First things first, I need groceries. And second things second. That doesn't make any sense. First thing in the morning, I like to have a green of some kind. I've been drinking celery juice because it massively helps with my skin. I get this celery juice from a local juice place called Zest. I drink 16 ounces on an empty stomach every morning. I let it marinate for 30 minutes and then I think about eating. I like to shorten the window of when I do eat, called intermittent fasting. It's not like something I really do on purpose. I kind of accidentally do it, but it works out because it's a thing. I thought today could be a nifty little health and skincare routine day. For those of you that know, which I'm sure you do if you're here, I've had struggles with acne for a long time. I started getting these cystic pimples along my chin strap. So that's usually hormonal acne, which at the time I didn't know that. I was 18 or 19 whenever this severe acne started. It turned from being little bumps along my chin to these like giant sores. They were just like festering. It's a disgusting word, but they just festered all over the place and they itched and they hurt and I could feel them all the time. And it was so miserable. I went to a dermatologist and he walked in the room, he looked at my face, he gave me a cream. He didn't ask me any questions about my skin. He was just like, here's your cream. I went home and I put the cream on and it gave me a chemical burn all over my face, like all the way down to, I think like right here. My face felt like someone doused me in fire. That was my first time ever using a intense skincare product, but it was right then that I found out that my skin is extremely sensitive. I can't use any sort of fragrance in my skincare. I can't have harsh chemicals. I can't have any of those things because my skin will literally freak out. Anywho, to make a long story short, finally figured out that I was very allergic to mold and I was living in a mold infested room. I moved out as soon as we settled into this house. We'd been here for almost a year, I want to say, and my skin completely cleared up. I had no acne. It was amazing. I was like, what is happening? And then my house floor caved in. I had a bunch of water damage. I had to move out. And upon doing that, I had to move back into the moldy room. So now that I have all that mold in my system, or I did, I had to detox it. So I took like a liver detox pill, do enemas. I take a lot of probiotics. I try to do like as much as I can to flush all of the mold out of my system. And then from there, after my little detox process, I just start eating super clean, take all my supplements, drink my juice, and then usually I come back to normal. All of that brings me to products that I use to help this whole process. So a couple of little tips, and then I'll show you the products that I use to help keep my life together. Greens. Greens help your body to digest your hormones, and my biggest issue is my body's like doesn't know what to do with my hormones for some reason. I had this big old test done. It's called the Dutch test, and you pee in a bunch of sticks and they tell you all this stuff about your hormones, and mine were whack. My testosterone was basically like Hulk levels, which not shocked. Could have told you that myself. My estrogen wasn't being digested through the day. Just going crazy. And then my cortisol was like barely anything. That's why I was having trouble waking up in the morning. That's what my test said. So after I have my celery juice in the morning, I take all of my supplements, which is Dimavale. And then I take Homocysteine Supreme, which is another hormone balancer. Then I take a Megaspore Biotic, and it's like a probiotic. I used to take Primal Defense, which is a different probiotic. And sometimes they tell you to switch them up so that your body doesn't get used to the biotics. I don't know. Just telling you what I was told. I'm not a doctor. Sometimes I like to take the primrose oil. It's kind of like a brain power, like your omegas and stuff. After I take my supplements, I usually wait a while and then I have my smoothie. So that's usually like first thing I eat, and it's probably around like 11. In that smoothie, I have this Perfect Food, which is a super green formula. And then I have maca root. It's like an energy booster, but it also helps balance your hormones. And it tastes delicious. So like I said, I only use organic, plant-based face products, not stuff. BioClarity reached out to me to send me some products. I was super pumped to use them because they follow all those guidelines that I like. I've been using them for over a month now, I think. I am digging it. It's actually convenient. They sent me little travel sizes to try out. I've been traveling a lot this last month, so I got to take it with me everywhere, and I've been using it like consistently. I won't review anything unless I've used it for a month, just because my skin is so sensitive. It straight up freaks out over everything. Like I said, I have have to have at least a month to know that a product is helping, not hurting, all that jazz. I decided to do my skincare in the bathtub. A, because I don't have enough room on my sink for my camera, and B, because I needed to take a bath, and now we're multitasking. They have the cucumber, green tea, and chamomile cleanse. I use that to clean morning and night. When I get back from the gym, I wash my chest and I try to wash my back as well with some face wash because you get sweat between your tiddly bits. Now we're gonna mask. I am a mask junkie. I wear a mask like every day. I do the BioClarity clarifying mask, and then I use the Aveda Intense Hydrating. It has tea tree, aloe, and then the Floralux. That ain't the most darn tootinest thing I ever done. Now we let her sit and fester. Sorry if you guys hate the word fester. I apparently really like it because I keep saying it. Fester. I wish I had my lighter to light my candle, but I have my lavender essential oils diffusing. So I'm at a spa right now. In case you didn't know, my back. You can straight up feel this bad boy on your face. She is Tingle City. Does anyone ever lay on their side in the bathtub? I do this a lot. I just like literally go to sleep. I feel like Lady Gaga in that egg. Where was she at? The Grammys? She came rolling up in an egg. I feel like another big thing with acne is stress. I be stressing myself out too much. Okay, I'm getting out. Put some jammies on. I guess I should probably get dressed. We're gonna get dressed from the waist up, you hear? I got this little hand towel thing from Aveda, and it's supposed to prevent bacteria from getting on it. I don't know how, but I use it to dab my face off and not the towel because the towel can harbor bacteria. Like I said, mold's not my friend, so we try and stay away from her. So then I use the toner. It has Floralux, Rose, and Witchhazel. So I use this as a toner, but I also use this to set my makeup. Next, Restore. This one has a green tint to it, and because my skin has a lot of red in it, I almost like to use this as a primer for my makeup because it neutralizes the tone in my face. This bad boy, this is the Treat. I've also used this one to death, the little stickers falling off of it and stuff. But it's the Complexion Perfection 2% Salicylic Acid Oat Kernel and Acne Treatment Gel. But I put this on little pimps at the end of the day, and it will straight dry them to a bone. While I talk to you, I'm gonna fry this guy. It definitely tingles, which I don't know about you, but I like because I'm like, ooh, kill it, burn it with fire. Next is Hyrdate. She's a sexy lady. She's my baby. But if you guys want to try any of the BioClarity products, then you can use my code BUSHWHACKED for 15% off, and I'll leave the link down in the description for you guys to try. Let me know if you guys have ever used BioClarity, or if you do check them out, let me know how you like them. I'm really into it. I like all the stuff. I like the ingredients, and I haven't had any sort of weird reactions to anything. But if you're someone that currently is struggling with cystic acne or, you know, acne of any kind, I highly recommend purging all of your products that have harsh chemicals and perfumes in them. And then I highly recommend, because I think it's a lot of diet, it's a lot of internal when it comes to cystic acne, just try and get rid of all the common irritants, which is sugar, dairy, greasy foods, like things like that. You don't have to get rid of them because, you know, you have to live. Try to minimize them. Try to follow like a 80-20 lifestyle. So 80% greens and fruits and healthy, you know, whole foods, and then 20% junk and whatever you do on the weekends with your friends and all that stuff. It's not gonna clear up in a day. Honestly, at this point I've noticed that it's like people don't notice it as much as you think, and people really don't care as much as you care. My biggest advice is to just be patient with yourself. If you have any other questions about skincare or how I've like dealt with my acne, or you know, even the mental side of things, just leave a comment and I will reply. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks BioClarity for sponsoring this video, and I'll talk to you guys soon, probably for something stupider. Love you, bye. Get on up. Ooh, I need to get my foundation. Don't look at my butt. Oh, my brain is so low power. With that, that's kind of
It's 100% vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free, stuff-free, mineral oil-free. She's free, like a butterfly.
She's not free in the store though.